We have new details this morning involving the death of a 15-year-old girl.
I thought it was blocks and blocks away from David's house. It isn't.
No, I'd say it's probably 150 feet.
Did they get the impression that this was a romantic couple?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, we're finally talking about it. A lot of people have been telling me I'm avoiding the situation. You guys are dumb. As a matter of fact, the situation has been avoiding me. Because when I do a breakdown on a video, I break it down harder than that Australian lady at the Olympics. The only reason I haven't been making a video on David is because I'm waiting for everything to fall back into place. There's always situations like when Cyberpunk first released, because every time I go to check if there's an update, there's a new patch. I'm telling you right now, there's always something new. As a matter of fact, there was something new today. And I feel like there's going to be something newer after this video. If you've been out of the loop and don't know who David is, like myself, you see this guy? This is David. David's gross. Let me explain why. David's real name is David Anthony Burke. He was born on March 28, 2005. This little baby is 3 years younger than me somehow. He was born in Queens, New York, then moved to Houston, Texas. David is known for his music. He kind of blends in alternative pop, indie with R&B. A lot of it I personally didn't like, but I'm sure a lot of people did, which is why he rose to fame. Believe it or not, this goober started off as a gamer like myself. Except he's not an epic gamer like me. He was a content creator who made Fortnite montages. Yep. He went from dropping bodies in the game to dropping bodies in real life.
I wanted to be a professional Fortnite player at first, and then I got copyright strike. Since the comments saying they don't believe I play Fortnite for real, I'm about to show y'all right now, watch. 1 PC, 2 PCs, 3 PCs, 4 PCs, mind the mess. PS5, PS3, PS4, gaming laptop plus modded PlayStation 5 controller. That's PC. And I'm sanctioned.
On top of the montages, David would upload to SoundCloud. He would get inside his closet like a do-it-yourself type of, like a studio. And he rose to fame with the songs that he made on SoundCloud. Now recently, there was a 15-year-old named Celeste who was found in pieces, by the way, and decomposing in the trunk or boot of the vehicle that was registered to David while he was on tour. And it was registered to his Tesla. And his Tesla was impounded at a Hollywood tow yard. Now, if you're not a psychopath like myself and you don't know what a dead body smells like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a smell that when you smell, you cannot get out of your nose for like 30 minutes to an hour. I kid you not. You might throw up. You might even get sick. You can die from smelling the fumes of a dead body, believe it or not. There's been cases. Now, the reason I know what a dead body smells like is because I used to be homeless. In this exact area where the whole David situation is happening. I was homeless from 13 until 17 years old, busking on Venice Beach, playing my guitar, and let me tell you, I have seen some shit. Never touched drugs, never touched alcohol, never did any of that, never did the meth, everybody was doing meth. So I kind of experienced everything sober, so I never forgot. So I knew what a dead body smelled like. I've seen dead bodies, I've seen dead homeless people, it's horrible. So because they smelled the dead bodies, they reported it, and you guys know what happens next. They found the body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's how I've been hearing the news stations say it, so I'm just kind of repeating what they're saying. Now here's the thing. Back in 2024, Celeste was a missing 15-year-old. So like, do the math. David's 20. She was missing at 15, which makes her around 16. This goes too deep. I'll dive into it even more. And this all happened on September 16th to September 17th. Now, the craziest part with all this was he kept doing tour, and nobody suspected anything for some reason. I don't know if it has to do with the way he is. He kind of does look like somebody who would come out of the closet, and I'll be honest, I'll say it. And that kind of helps, you know? But however, truth be told, he was a pedo. Yep, I'll say it. He was a pedo.
Yeah, so the folks that I spoke to are in the LA music scene, so they know David very, very well. They didn't know Celeste as well as they knew David, but they did notice that he was bringing her along when they would go to parties in the music scene. Maybe they would have hangouts after a recording session, and they knew David to be a very gentle person, is what they told me. They also described him as very soft-spoken, friends around him are extremely shocked that he's even remotely connected to this grisly murder of a 14-year-old girl. Obviously, he has not been named a person of interest. And from what we've seen, there is no legitimate connection connecting him to the death of this young girl. However, her remains were found in his car. And just that connection alone has really shocked a lot of people around him.
Did they get the impression that this was a romantic couple?
Yes, absolutely. So the people that I spoke to that were seeing them together out in the scene believed they were romantically involved. Now, look, they did not say anything about PDA, said that David was a very shy, quiet person, and Celeste seemed to mirror that as well. So they weren't out there making out at parties and things like that, but they did believe, because they would see them together so frequently, that these two were in a relationship.
There's been videos, there's been pictures where he was with Celeste long before this whole thing happened. And according to his friends around him, he did know who Celeste was, and they recognized Celeste. And he had to keep it on the down low because he doesn't want people to notice. So every time he took a picture or a selfie with her, he would like have her step to the side. What a fucking freak. What a disgusting maniac. So whether he's like guilty or not, he's already disgusting. There is no reason you should be hanging out with a minor. It doesn't matter if it was sexual or not. There is a moral code where you just don't hang around with children, you fucking weirdo, unless you're babysitting. But you're not. You're writing songs about her, you freak. There's literally a song called Romantic Homicide. If that's not a foreshadow, I don't know what is. This is not an M. Night Shyamalan movie. So, as I'm speaking on this video, the cause of the death is not yet determined by forensics. They don't know what it is yet. Or they do and they're just keeping under wraps to see if he fesses up. However, 1 week into doing tour after this, they canceled it because there was too much pressure. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming like the fucking fans probably like screamed Celeste's name or something. That would be crazy. Now, a lot of people are speculating he killed her and threw her in the trunk. So the whole situation is, how did she die, right? That's what we're trying to figure out. Was her body moved? Like, why would he have her in, you know, his car if he did it? Trust me, I thought about that, but like the pictures of him hanging out with her in the past is already fucking creepy. So that says a lot whether or not he did this. I personally think he did it. That's my take. You guys wanted me to make a video on this, and that's how I feel. And like there's little details that, like, you know, a lot of fans started speculating. Like there was a shush tattoo on his finger, I guess, that matched hers. They have like matching tattoos. There's just a lot of stuff. There's a lot in this. I don't know where to start or where to end this, but we'll keep going. You know, it doesn't really matter, right? At this point, a fucking child died, a family lost a daughter, and this guy's still roaming free. That is the whole situation we should really focus on. Now, with all the digging with the lyrics and everything, I will say props to the people and props to the internet for finding clips and videos of them streaming together and shit.
Yo, wait.
Oh, look at answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? What's good, David? Big fan, mixed by me. Oh, thank you, Mitochondria.
We need to delete this.
Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too?
Now, there's going to be a lot of people that ask, why are there no arrests yet? If you guys don't understand the law, when there isn't a confirmed cause of death, there's going to be a problem with arresting somebody, because you can't just speculate things and arrest him without probable cause, right? You can't arrest him without more factual evidence. They're being very careful to not prematurely arrest him, because this can lead to a different downfall and a whole different path. Now, I know there's a lot of social media outlets that are using the word allegedly or yada yada, right? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not fucking CNN or Fox News. I'm Calbear. You guys come here because you want the goddamn real take, right? You want the truth. Here's the truth. I don't really know what happened, but I think I know what happened, and I think I'm really, really right. Let's break it down. He was in a relationship with a minor. He wanted to keep it a secret. There were people around him that were yes men. He probably had hush money because he's rich, right? You can pay them off. The more fame he got, the more scary it got. The more evidence of Celeste was resurfacing. And I think he panicked and killed her and put her in the trunk. And now we're at the point where it's like all catching up to him, and he's not really a sane human, as you could see. Don't be fooled by his silly music. This guy is mentally ill and mentally unstable, and he would do anything he can to protect his own ass. The fact that he continued tour after this says a lot, because personally, what that looked like was, oh, we didn't have anything to do with it, so we're just gonna continue tour, because if we don't continue tour, we're gonna look more guilty. But ironically, you look more guilty by continuing tour because you're acting like you don't care. Any normal celebrity or normal person would have stopped everything they're doing to go back, cancel tour, and clear their fucking name, right? If they're actually not guilty, they would go back and clear their name. However, they play the ignorance card, which is bliss, by the way. So if you ask me, I really think he's guilty, especially with all the pedo stuff. I'm sure they didn't want to see all that stuff resurfacing. So then he had his little PR team go out and said, we're working with the police, blah, blah, blah. Recently, no more than a few days ago, the FBI and the police went to his house, his residency, and they got some evidence. They've got a lot of stuff that links to the crime. That's what they're saying along those lines. They're kind of just, you know, they're putting the pieces together. You know what he did? He left their residency. Him and his manager left the residency, and they're staying somewhere else where nobody knows. Like they're hiding out. So if that doesn't look guilty to you, I don't know what does. You've probably seen a lot of these videos already, but this is like the most recent evidence of guilt. It's like he's speedrunning going to prison. This guy, for a gamer, he fucking sucks. He is a noob. This whole situation's so draining, guys. I can't believe people thought I was just avoiding the situation. No. I was waiting for more stuff like that. The next time I'm ever going to talk about David is most likely when he goes to prison. And it's going to happen. Mark my words. He's going to prison. I'm usually never wrong when it comes to predictions. I don't know if it's because I dissect and break everything down into a pint before I make a prediction, but when I usually give a prediction, it's very educated. So take my word, I'm a guy on YouTube and you should definitely listen to me. But anyways, this is all I wanted to talk about. I don't know, this is when you guys hit the like, subscribe button. I'm gonna make this part fast. It really helps my channel a lot. This is a small channel. Blow my channel up. Make me famous, guys. I put a lot of effort into it, and I can't do it without you guys. I need to get a certain amount of watch hours to actually, you know, start making a living off of this channel. So share my videos, leave a comment, tell me what you want me to talk about next. Message me on Instagram, you know what to do. I also make music as well. I'm not on David's level, but I have Spotify as well. Don't worry, I do not kill people. I'm actually more of a musician that became a YouTuber. That's kind of how it is. I have a crazy story, guys. Like, I don't know if you guys want me to make a second video on it, but there's already a video on it where I was like homeless from 13 to 17, just playing guitar in the streets, and then I got signed, and I kind of like wrote for like really big people, and then I got known, and that's how I make enough money to pay for rent and then do YouTube full time. But because it's, you know, because I'm doing YouTube full time now, I don't really have time for a real job. So, oh god, I said the J-O-B word. I'm cooked. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying to make this my real career, so. Also, I'll make this part quick too. Use code CALBEAR, get 20% off next GFO purchase. That's CALBEAR, K-A-L-B-A-R, all caps, bottom left corner. If you can't read that, you're a silly goose. Thank you, G Fuel, for making all this possible. My biggest partnership ever, honestly. With that being said, my bears, take care, stay safe, and don't die.
It's a new year, new life, new tears, new friends, same love. But I'm glad you're here, you're mine, my dear. I see you, my